How's it going, YouTube? And welcome to a new episode of First Timers. Now today we're going to be doing a quick unboxing of Ananda, which is a bed frame, an adjustable bed frame, so you can kind of do the up thing, down thing. It says it has like a gravity function. I don't know what that means, but I have the mattress here and one frame. These things are really heavy, so I was only able to get one up here so far, so we're gonna have to go get the other ones. Like I said, they are really heavy, but yeah, we'll kind of talk to you about them, give you our first impressions, our first impression about them as we're unboxing them, just because they're, it's something I bought off of Amazon. I'm hoping it's gonna be better in our bed. I'm hoping anything will be better in our bed. It was a traditional spring style mattress. Again, like I said, this is only half of it, so it's a king size. It'll be independent. Both sides will be on their own, still pushed together, all that good stuff. But yeah, let's jump into the unboxing and see how we like it.
As I get started here, you're going to notice that I am using scissors to cut open the box, even though the top of the box shows no scissors. So I was being a little bit of a rebel there. That is okay. But just be very careful when you're cutting through so you just don't cut the mattress. It is only wrapped in plastic, so as I unwrap it here, I did take care to move the scissors out of the way. When I removed the vacuum sealed plastic, I just cut the very edge of the plastic there and made sure I was cutting away from the actual mattress itself so I didn't damage it. Keep in mind your warranty doesn't cover physical damage that you would do to this mattress, so again, just be very careful. The expansion portion only took about 3 minutes. Other than that, it looks good and expanded very quickly. It felt really soft at first, and then it seemed like it firmed up as it started to continue to expand. Now keep in mind that it did have like a slight curve to it, so it wouldn't stand on its own right away, but after about an hour it actually laid flat, and I was actually more than impressed on how firm it was. Now keep in mind that I did open up both mattresses first. I figured that would give them more than enough time to kind of do their expanding thing while I was building the frame. On average, they claim the frame takes about an hour to 2 hours to build. So I'm hoping that this will only take me about an hour to get through the whole process. And like I said, it's nothing too difficult, but just one of those things that as you start playing with it and and building things, you get better at it. But again, this thing kind of scared me a little bit just because the sheer weight of this product, the base was is really heavy. So when you're taking it apart here, if you do have a second pair of hands, definitely use them. If not, just be very careful that you don't drop this thing or land on your foot or something, because it'll probably break something how heavy this thing is. It is really heavy. So again, here you see me stepping inside the box to hold it down, and then I kind of stand it and move it over to the side. I was able to let it stand on its own here, but again, I still wouldn't leave it unattended by itself. The feet kind of have 4-tier system, so they all come apart. You can lower it or raise it as much as you want. The assembly guide and the actual instructions are very easy to look through. There is one point where you can actually use your actual phone with an app to actually control your bed, so that's actually very cool, but I won't talk about it in this video. I'll probably do a side video on that so you guys can kind of see how to do that. Now this particular bed here is held together with these mattress straps. They're plastic. They're very easy to slide in and lock in. There's one in each box, so don't think that there's going to be 2 in one box. It's only 1 in each box. Now you do have this metal frame here that holds the mattress in place, so when the bed moves around, it's not moving around. Now the instructions are very clear for the power, and it tells you how to use and all that fun stuff. Keep away from water, and like I said, the plug is proprietary, so when you do plug it into your mattress, the plug is very easy to find and identify. It was a little dirty, I assume from their factory, which is okay. I'm not too worried. The remote, they nicely wrapped it so you didn't have to worry about scratches. The sync cable is this round cable here where you just plug both beds together and they'll go up and down together on their own. And now you do have this battery backup here too as well. So if you lose power and you need to lower your bed, you can plug that in and have it working. Now you can see all the workings of the bottom of the bed here. You do have USB ports in the upper head portion of the bed here on both sides. So that gives you a total of 4 USB ports to charge things. You also have all the actuators, rumble features, so you can actually have the thing shaking and vibrating. It's actually very cool. Now, these feet actually come with these little pads that you can put on the very bottom, so you don't have to worry about scratching your floor. And now, like I said, this is kind of like a 4-tier system, so you can pretty much lower it all the way down to the floor if you want, or you can raise it. Right now, I'm keeping it high, so it might be a little, might have a little motion just because it is plastic, but I'm okay with that. Now, I did plug in the sync cable just to sync them together, and that is okay. I won't bore you guys on me building the second portion just because it was pretty straightforward, but yeah, like I said, it's actually not too bad. It did take about an hour and a half to do both by myself. I did also run into a little issue where the actual bed frame had damage, but I'm not going to worry too much about that. We'll just get into 3 days later here, and I'll tell you how I like the bed.
A few moments later.
Alright guys, so now it's been 3 days later, and I'd have to say I am actually enjoying this mattress so far. It's been amazing. So I will probably update you guys in probably a month or two about how I still like it and if it's starting to sag or show any wear. But overall, I do enjoy it. I do like it. Again, it's been actually pretty remarkable. Some of the features that you guys obviously notice. You guys have the you do have the adjustable bed thing as far as the legs and feet, so I can adjust my feet and legs at the same time. It has me in different positions. You do also have like what is called, has like a little head tilt, so you can just tilt your head if you want. So if you were fully laying down, you'd be able to tilt you forward, or you can tilt it right back. And there you go. Now you notice this bed is sitting a little higher. Main reason is just because there's no weight in it. I kind of wish that they had like a little thing to like maybe button it down so it holds it in place. But I understand why they probably don't, because it might wear that area out. But other than that, at some point this week I do plan to unplug the beds, or desync them as you would say. It's just pretty much synced with a cable. So I'll be able to control my side, and my wife will be able to control her side with no issues. So that is something that I'm very excited and stoked about. It, like I said, feels amazing, feels good. It is a little softer than I originally wanted, so you guys know that. I'm usually a guy that likes, I don't want to say firm, but pretty firm. This one you kind of just sink into a little more, but you get to a point where it still is pretty firm, where you're just like, okay, this actually feels pretty good. Now, I did have an issue with my pillow. I have one of those little ergonomic pillows where it's kind of open in the center and it kind of braces your neck. On this particular bed, I feel like you sink in so much that when you try to use that, it kind of moves your neck in a weird position, just because your back is like sunk in, and then so it's not perfect. So I'm gonna try to still use it, but I don't think I'm gonna be able to use it, which I'm kind of bummed because it wasn't a cheap pillow. But other than that, it actually feels amazing, feels good. Right now, like I said, 3 days, I've probably slept a good 8.5 hours per day, which is actually pretty good for me. Before I was maybe getting up a couple of times a night, jumping on my phone. Right now, for me to actually continuously just want to just stay asleep and not move around, that has been amazing. It is a little warmer upstairs. I do have my window closed just because noise outside, so you guys aren't hearing all the junk that's going on out there. So the bed feels cool. I don't feel like I'm sweating, but I feel like my head's sweating. So that's actually a good sign too. So that means during the summertime when it's super hot, this will probably stay very cool, and I'm very excited about that as well. It does have the little vibration feature, so
I can sit there and hit the button, and pretty much you can kind of hear. It's kind of like almost like rumble packs in the controllers back. Actually even now, I was gonna say back in the day, but no, they still have them. The vibration feature. So I feel like they kind of use the same technology, and you can actually have different ones, and it just kind of feels good. Obviously I had little Alvin in the bed, and it was just vibrating him, and he's like, oh, and he's trying to like get his voice to do that vibration thing, so he was actually pretty excited about that. But yeah, no, there's a lot of random buttons on here that you kind of would have to get used to. They have a thing that's called zero G, which kind of lifts your head and your legs at a certain level, which actually feels pretty good. I was actually, again, impressed with that. But yeah, no, it's one of those things, once you start to get used to it and start playing around with it, you're just going to be like, oh, this is nice. So overall, like I said, beds are tough ones. I don't want to tell everybody go run out and get one. Definitely do your homework. The mattress I really wanted to get was purple, but the price point of them were getting up there, and I could have swore they were cheaper. And I think as they're getting out there more, their prices have been, steadily climbing, which is okay. But I did a lot of homework, went to Reddit, went on YouTube, went, just different places, and I was just kind of like, okay, what bed is gonna be nice and better than the one that we have? And again, we bought ours from a big store. It's equivalent to Sam's Club. It's the other one. Starts with a C, ends with an O. So anyway, I bought a bed there, and I was actually very disappointed because that one started to break down after 6 months. And I feel like I'm not that heavy where I should be, physically wearing out a section of a mattress, and I did. So it was just one of those things. I was kind of bummed. I was disappointed. I'm not that guy that's going to return anything, and Costco usually has a pretty good return policy, and I see people returning mattresses and all sorts of weird things that I wouldn't return. So I dealt with it for many years, and I was just like, I can't deal with this mattress anymore. And so finally we were like, okay, let's just pull the trigger. Let's get something. What did you find? And I showed my wife, and she was like, all right, do it. And so I pulled the trigger. And like I said, this wasn't cheap either, but I feel like I have the technology that my body needs. And I know you're like, your body? Because again, I love tech. So I was like, well, if this can do something more than just be a bed, it turns into a seat in our bedroom. So now we can actually be able to look at it and watch our TV. Typically we're not usually watching TV late at night, but we have it there just in case. And it gives you a different angle. You can put it up. Sometimes I just need noise, so I can just turn it on, fall asleep with noise, have it go on the sleep timer, and it just shuts off. But yeah, overall, like I said, feels great, feels amazing. Downside for me is, like I said, it's a little softer, but it hasn't felt bad. So, like I said, after a month, I'll kind of give you guys a full lowdown on that. Second thing is, if you're younger and you jump into this, it kind of feels like a high-end hospital bed. And don't get me wrong, this is more comfortable than a hospital bed, but it feels like a high-end hospital bed, and you're just like, am I really getting that old? You got your mind thinking, you're just like, but other than that, I mean, it feels good. I like it. I enjoy it. At some point I do want to see, I want to see what those really expensive beds are all about. Maybe a Sleep Number. I've kind of went and laid on one of them. My buddy swears by it, but the one I wanted was coming out to like 12 grand when I was getting it all set up, and I was just like, no, I'm not spending that type of money. But other than that, if I could, I probably would have. But again, this was actually a very nice compromise. I like it. Everything's adjusted nice. Like I said, it comes back up pretty quick. So as I get up and out of the bed, you can definitely see how fast it rebounds. So I can jump all the way over, and you can kind of just see it coming right back up, and it's just like slowly coming up, but it's not too bad. I enjoy it. Anyway, guys, I know I've gone pretty crazy, but it feels good. I like it. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Like I said, I'll come back and give a full in-depth review. This was more of kind of like a setup process. The first couple days, I've slept really nice. Actually, one last thing before I go too far. There is a sleep button. if you're a snorer, so it will actually adjust you so you're not snoring. I do use a CPAP machine, but it didn't seem like it seemed like I still needed my CPAP machine after one day, but I'll try it a couple more times just to see if it'll work, if it'll help me sleep without it. But I'm not gonna fully go and say, yes, you can do it. I felt like I didn't sleep as well the night that I didn't use it. But again, like I said, I'll try it and I'll see what happens. And like I said, it was a pretty good incline, so I could feel that I was breathing a little better, my air passages. But it's just one of those things that I was kind of like, I wonder. But yeah, anyway, guys, if you guys have any comments, definitely throw them in the bottom below. I'll definitely get back to you. If you guys have any questions about it, I'll answer them, let you guys know, again, my feelings. Again, about a month or two, I'll get back to you and I'll throw it all out there for you. But anyway, guys, thank you for watching. If you guys do love this video, definitely hit that like button. If you guys haven't subscribed to us, definitely think about it. Go to our channel homepage down in the description below and see what we are all about. We do have everything nicely laid out for you guys, so you guys can definitely take a look at it. We do game streaming, automotive projects, as well as Amazon unboxings and our baby edition portion of our channel. So we do have a lot of things going on. And we do have a lot of people that seem to love our channel and our content, so definitely think about it. If you haven't, do it. If you really want to do it, just hit that smash button, or that subscribe button, smash button. Smash the subscribe button. I know, I'm being random. And yeah, anyway, guys, again, thank you. Hope you guys have a great night. Great day. It's daytime outside, so anyway, I better get some sleep, because it's, that time. Anyway, guys, have a good nap.